Now, Om Namah Shivaya. So, there's some echo. My name is Swami Sitaramananda. And I'm talking to you from the ashram in Dalat. And today we are in the yoga hall down the ashram, and there's an audience of about 20 people because I have to lead satsang. So it'll be the satsang with you and the satsang with the people sitting here. So there is a translation in Japanese with Yamuna, and there's a translation in Korean, Narayani Kim, translation with Yashoda in Russian, and the translation with Kumari in Chinese. And it is a broadcast live. So right now there is 48 people attending. And there's, can you put Swami Adi Pashakti to be co-host? Already, okay. So there is, right now when we talk, there is an echo. So they are dealing with this now. Okay, so you can hear me clearly, Swami Adi Parashakti? You can hear me?
I can hear Priya also though.
Yeah, so the problem is, Priya, you need to go somewhere else. You don't need to sit there. Okay. So this is the first time I'm doing this with a live satsang with people, mostly Vietnamese ladies, and we have, and with you, 48 people. I don't know from which country you're from. Yeah. So this morning I had a class online, and it with 6 people from Japan and many people from US, or 32 people, 45 people, something very nice. So I see Narayani from Russia, Yusa from Japan, somebody from Kerala, Aparna from Kerala, India, and who else? Different people. So we will be starting, and the topic today, Topic today is very serious, very important topic. Okay, and I'm going to share with you my screen because I made a PowerPoint out of that, so it's easier for you to follow. So the topic is about Karma Yoga. Okay. So Karma Yoga is the idea, the theme idea is inaction. Inaction. It means how to do things and yet not being the doer. And the opposite idea, action in inaction. I mean, when you're not doing something and yet you are acting plenty. Okay. And that sentence comes from the scripture, the ancient scripture called Bhagavad Gita. But right now, before we start, I'm going to say the prayer to remove obstacles. So you see Lord Ganesha to remove obstacles and also to invoke the blessing of the teachers. Because any kind of spiritual teaching or deep teaching, you have to be open to the teaching from the lineage of gurus that come through that can enlighten you and me. Okay, so we need to pray for removing of obstacles and blessing for you to get something out of this class. Om Gajananam Bhutaganadi Sevitam Kapita Jambu Palasara Bhakshitam Uma Sutam Sukabina Sakaranam Namami Vingeshwara Padampam Kajam Sadananam Kumkuma Raktavarnam Mahamatim Divyamayura Bahanam Rudrasya Sunam Surasanyanatam Wuham Sadaham Saranam Prepadiyem Ya Kunandu Tushadavalam Ya Supravastra Brita, Ya Vina Varnamantitakaram, Ya Sweta Padmasana, Ya Brahma Sutta Shankara Prabhitibir, Deva Isara Pujita, Samampadu Saraswati Bhagavati, Nishesha Paham. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Sachidananda Mutaye, Nishpapanchaya Shantaya, Sri Shivanandaya Tenamam, Sri Vishnu Devanandaya Tenamam. Om Savamangala Mangalye Shive Savata Sadike Sharanye Tarayambake Gauri Narayani Namostudem Narayani Namostudem Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So even though I'm here in Vietnam, but the platform is Shivananda Ashram Yoga Farm that is founded in 1971 by Swami Vishnu Devanji in Grass Valley, California. And the ashram right now, because of coronavirus, is temporarily closed. But normally we open classes every day, yoga classes, meditation classes. And now we plan to offer a yoga teacher's training course online and also one in person. So you can see the beautiful ashram. I live here for 20 years and it's very quiet in the valley, in the mountain. Okay. So now the origin of this teaching is from the scripture called Bhagavad Gita scripture. Okay. And where during the Bhagavad Gita, then you have Sri Krishna that gave a very important lessons about life to the disciple Arjuna on the battlefield. So the teaching happened on the battlefield. The battlefield here is the battlefield of life. That means when you live your life, always you have to fight. There are difficult situations, and you have to rise up, and you have to do your duty, and you have to be courageous, you have to be strong, yeah, and you have to know what to do. Yeah, because if you are in the battlefield and you are hesitating, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, then you will be killed. Okay, so it's very important in life that we know what to do. So this teaching today is about that. It's about knowing what to do in life. So Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita taught to Arjuna this very mysterious kind of sentence, yeah, about action. Inaction in action, and action in inaction. So he teach that. So we're going to explore tonight what that means. So Krishna said, thy right is to work only, but never with its fruits. Let not the fruits of action be thy motive, nor let thy attachment be to inaction. Okay? So he said that your duty is to work. You have to know, you have to do action. Okay? But you have to do action in life with a certain attitude, so you are not afraid. Okay? And what is that attitude? And do not expect fruits of action. Okay? So you have to work selflessly and know how to function in life in a selfless manner without attachment. So then this way or that way, so that you can be strong and courageous and know what to do in life. So besides the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, that teach about the art of action in life, we have also our masters, our yoga masters, who are very strong karma yogis. I mean, they practice karma yoga, which is a topic of what we are talking tonight. Karma yoga is, like I say, the art, how to perform action in a selfless manner, and how to know how to function in life, and how to be very strong and clear about what to do and what not to do. Okay, till the last minute of their life, Swami Shivananda and Swami Vishnu Devanji are karma yogis. So there are other great karma yogis in this world. Yeah. So one is Mother Teresa, and she said, I'm a little pencil in the hand of a writing God who is sending a love letter to the world. So she feels like she's an instrument. She's only a pencil in the hand of God, yeah, who is sending a love letter to the world. And she's a very great mother. She's take care of hundreds and thousands of sisters of charity, taking care of children, abandoned children, orphans, people that are sick, and she gave tremendous love to everybody. And she say she's not doing anything. She's only a little pencil to write love letter to the world. And you see another great karma yogi, and this is Mahatma Gandhi, and he say, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Okay? So sometimes you say, oh, I don't know who I am. I don't know what's my purpose. So he say, the best way is to lose yourself, the idea of the ego self, in the service of others. Then at that time, you will find yourself. And this is me. I'm lying on the bank of the Ganga, up high in a Gango tree, where there is a cave of Swami Vishnudevanji. And this was in 2003. And you imagine, I'm a karma yogi, but I'm lying there enjoying my life. So they said that I'm contemplating. Yeah. So this was 2003. So I started this life as a karma yogi in 1982. So 2003, that is how many years? 20 years? Huh? 20 years. Yeah, so this is the first time I took a break. Okay, after 20 years, 7 days a week, from morning 6 o'clock to evening, late. And at that time, I have to stay up very late because I don't understand English. So at night, I have to learn also English. I have to write all the letters for Swami Vishnudevanji. Yeah, of the people write to him in the ashram. And I somehow happened to be working in the office. I had to write letters, but I don't know English. You imagine? So I had to work double at night with dictionary and try to write all the letters. And you know, you're not supposed to stay up very late, but I stay up very late. So I'm not telling anybody. And then sometimes I sleep, not sometimes, very, very often times. I sleep only 3 hours a night. Wake up and do meditation. And then from meditation onward, like very, very busy. And sometimes I don't have time to do asanas. Yeah, but I make sure that I do asanas every single day. And you know, when you do asanas, sometimes you have to find a place, quiet place, so you can do asanas. But if I walk 10 steps to find a place, then somebody will grasp me and then will want, you know, me to do this and do that. So oftentimes I cannot even go very far because I know if I don't do asanas, I will not have the energy to go through my day because I know the power of asanas and pranayam. So then I just, you know, finish, and then just by the door, near the doorstep, there's a little space. I just did asanas right there. So then people will just walk over my body. But that's how I make sure that I can do asanas, yeah, and be able to function. So it's very intense life, a lot of work, a lot of service, yeah. But at the same time, it's the most beautiful. It's the most beautiful time, yeah, when you are doing things for higher purpose and you're serving this mission of teaching of yoga. So I was very inspired and very happy, yeah, for a long time. So I was there serving for 7 years. And then after I went to different locations, Swamiji sent me to different locations, ashram and centers around the world, to teach and to serve the same way. Always have been in intense life, but very beautiful, very inspired life. That's why I like to talk tonight about the science and the art of karma yoga and why you want to be so intense in service. So this is more than 20 years after I started, and then I took a break. I was in a cave there and by myself. I stayed there for 2 months, and you know, there is nobody to talk to, and there is a, you know, very simple little food, and there is a river, and there's a rock. This is a beautiful rock, my friend. So I start to talk to the rock, and the rock talk back. I mean, I hear things that I did not hear before, because when you are very quiet, yeah, and you are with yourself, There's a lot of things that's happening. Actually, you are not very, you are not bored at all. You are very inspired. So it's a wonderful to be there and, you know, and to take a distance also from the action, yeah, and have time to contemplate. So I learned during that time contemplation that even though I have worked very hard for 20 years by that time, 2003, but I was not very good karma yogi. Even though I work from, like I told you, from morning to evening, very hard, serving hundreds of people, but I was not a good karma yogi. I realized when I was contemplating alone in the cave, yeah, that I can do work, but doesn't mean that I'm a karma yogi. That means the attitude sometimes is wrong. You don't have the proper attitude yet. Yeah, so you can improve in your attitude, because karma yoga can be a method how it can lead you to liberation. In fact, yeah, it can help you to go very far, yeah, on the journey of yoga. And so I realized that I could adjust my attitude and have a better attitude, yeah, towards service. So that I'm sharing with you my own journey. Okay. So the topic is, first we need to talk about what is karma. So I put in here the photo. You might not see very well, but it's the photo of we call Bhakta Hanuman, or the Yogi Hanuman. He's like he has a face of monkey, and he's in the story Ramayana. Then he's very powerful, has tremendous power due to his dedication and devotion. So he's an example of a karma yogi, yeah, that dedicate himself, then he become very powerful. He can fly, he can become small, he can become big. He's like, has all the powers, and that due to his love and dedication. So first, what we need to talk about is what is karma, okay? So karma is action. A simple definition, karma means action, okay? And the action always comes with the consequences of action. Yeah, you cannot separate the consequence from the action, and the action and the consequence of the action, okay? By the law of cause and effect. Yeah, so something happened, yeah, something you do, there is also a consequence. So the two come together: action, reaction, action, consequence of action. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to understand. And the other thing you need to understand is three kinds of karma: action, but it's not just like an action movie, like James Bond action movie, where you are jumping, the window, and then you are running over a car or something. Action movie. It's not like that. Yeah, action. There's three kinds. The action in the thoughts, yeah, mental action, and the action in words, yeah, when you are speaking something, and action in deeds, when you're doing something. So in the story here, you see this man, yeah, he created the karma in thought. He was thinking, I don't like him. So it's already the karma right there. Yeah. And then in words, then he accused somebody, you are cheating me. Yeah, angry. So that's an action. And then after he come and then fight this person. Yeah, in action in body. Okay. So our life is like this. It's full of action all day long. Yeah, we are acting, we are talking all day long, We are thinking all day long, I don't like this person, I like that person, how this, how that, you are thinking, yeah, and you also sometimes do something as well, yeah. Let's say you are angry at somebody, yeah, when you go by, you're angry with somebody, angry at Shambhu, so what do? You go to his room, you take his stuff, right? You hide it, or you take his food and you eat it, and then, or you can write a letter to the director ashram and say wrong thing about him, yeah, and tell that he did this and he did that, and so on, because you are angry at him, right? So that's also action, and this will have consequence, okay? So karma is of three kinds. There's the karma of the past, karma of the present, and karma of the future. Okay, so we say like this so that we can understand better the theory of karma. Okay, the theory how an action has a consequence of action, and how by understanding that we know better how to act in our life. Okay, so that's the topic. So the first kind of karma is a karma that comes from past, accumulated karma from past. Okay, so everyone has that. Everyone has a luggage of the action you have done in the past, yeah, but it's accumulated in the back, and then the consequence of that action will come out in this life. Yeah, called prarabdha karma. That means the karma of the present. In this life, you are born, and there is a present karma that is there waiting for you. And then in this life, when you are experiencing life, you'll be acting and reacting. Then at that time, you will create the future karma in the future. Okay? So just to illustrate for you the idea that karma is not that simple, that includes all the aspects of your life. So I put in here the 12 area of karma according to Jyotish, Vedic astrology. So the number one is the body. So you are born sometimes very small, sometimes very big, tall, sometimes very strong bones. Sometimes it's as a male, as a female, yeah, as a black, as an Asian, as a white, as a living in this country, that country. That's part of your karma. Okay. So your body, your health, your strength. When you're born, you already have, a certain strength. Some baby are born and they are already very strong, and some baby I saw, they are very teeny. They are born with great difficulty. They almost die. They have to sit in the incubator for 6 weeks or something before they can be normal baby. Yeah. So when you're born, you already have a certain constitution, and some people are born handicapped. Some people are born strong. And when it is said that when you are born, you already have a certain number of breath for your life. Okay, I mean your time of death is already counted more or less for each one of us. Okay, we don't know, but it's already there. We have a certain how do you say that, course of life already drawn. Yeah. So the family of origin, yeah, your father, mother, the relatives, the material resource. Some people are born as a prince, already very rich when they are born. Yeah. Some people are born from inheritance from family. Yeah, very supported when they are young already. And some people are born with no support. Yeah, they've been given away, they are adopted, they are, they don't have support. So that is also your karma. And then the brothers and sisters, the way how you communicate is also your karma. The mother, very important. The home, the heart, your peace of mind is also your part of your karma. The children, your creativity, your education, okay? Your enemies, I mean, the weakness in your life, the area of weaknesses. When you have weaknesses, then you create enemies, or you create debts. You know, you cannot control yourself, you create debts, or you create disease. Yeah, so that's also part of the karma. Yeah, your partner, either partner in business or partner in life, your husband and wife. Some people, they have the karma to have a difficult relationship, so they can have 2 husbands, 3 husbands, 4 husbands, and they're still very unhappy in marriage. And some people, they want to have any husband when they don't have any husband, yeah, or wife. So the partner karma, yeah, and some people, they have very good partner. Yeah? I have seen also some people have very good partner, good relationship. They are married like 50 years, 60 years, the same husband, wife, very good. So that's part of your karma. And then the number 8 is the psyche. I mean, your mind. Yeah. And also it's called the longevity. I mean, if you live long, you live short, and what's going on behind the scene in your thoughts. Yeah, that's part of the karma. And then the dharma means your, you know, your religion, your family, of your spiritual family, yeah, your father, that's part of it. Some people, they follow a certain religion that are foreigner to their own, so then it will be part of the karma. And the 10 is the career, what you do in your life, your contribution to society, and your visibility. Some people, they want to be famous, and they can never be famous. Nobody knows them. And some people, they just become famous. They don't have to do anything. They become famous. Everyone talk about them. Yeah, so that's also part of the karma. Yeah, it's not necessarily good or bad. I'm just saying, yeah, there's different things that different people have to go through, that they have to learn. And then the area of gain and success. Yeah, so some people have a lot of success and friends and money, and some people not. And then the area of losses. I mean, you know, some people, they are losing. They have the karma of losing. Yeah, they lose money, and they lose you know, people, uh, and some people, they don't lose, but they give in charity. Yeah, so they give in charity also is volunteer losing. Yeah, and some people, they renounce. So you can see, you know, there's thousands and thousands of combination of different kind of situation, karmic situation. Okay, so you remember, thinking is action. Every thought will bring about a reaction. If you experience the self, your own true self, there will be no action. So it is said. So this is an important theory here. Yeah, that the self is actionless. I mean, if you are your true self, then at that time you are just in bliss, and you don't need to do anything. Most of the time we are born and we have different idea that we need to do this, we need to do that, because we need to learn our lessons. We need to fulfill something that we are not yet understanding. Okay, so that's why karma comes from desires. Yeah? Because we don't know that we have everything. So we always have this idea, that idea, I need to do this, I need to do that. So karma comes from desires. So everyone experiences this life as a result of past desires and actions coming into the present. Okay, so why you have this life? Because you already thought about that and before, and then now you have to experience it. But the self, the true self, is like the sun, giving love and light, and completely independent and completely fulfilled in itself. So the sun is like your own true self, your soul, your immortal soul that is in your heart. So if you run after desire, so it's like this man running after his shadow. It's like looking for happiness where it doesn't belong. I mean, you can, you know, in your life, how sometimes you are working so hard to try this and try that, but it's like running after your own shadow, looking for happiness where that is not. Okay, so then you need to remember that the desire comes from not knowing your true self. So you project an idea that this will make me very happy, and then you run after it. So you are constantly acting. You're very busy. If you ask people why you don't meditate, why you don't do yoga, and they say, "Oh, I'm very busy. I have no time." You see, but busy doing what? You don't know. Yeah, busy running. Yeah. So it is said we need to slow down. We need to be wise in our actions. So desire are based on ignorance. Yeah. So the thing is, when you have desire, you look for happiness externally. You have the illusion that the fulfillment of desire will free you from the desire. So when you have desire, you are very restless. So you want to satisfy the desire and to have peace. But when you satisfy the desire, more desire will come. So then you run after desire again. Yeah. So desires are insatiable. That means you can never satisfy. Okay. So desire, when fulfilled, will create new desires. So that's why you're born again and born again in order to satisfy desire. So the yogi would think about this. If karma comes from desire, action comes from desire, and actionlessness is the self. The self don't need to do anything. Yeah. So then you need to think about, you know, why you are running after desires. So the way how it works, the karma is like a wheel. What goes around comes around. The consequence of an action is of the same nature and the force of the action. Okay. So let's say that you go out, you break your leg. You break your leg. And nobody did anything, but you yourself fall down and break your leg. Yeah. So you can imagine that action of having the leg broken, yeah, must have come from some other action from the past. Yeah. During that time, maybe you don't remember now, but maybe you broke somebody's leg. Yeah. You broke somebody's leg, and then this life you have to have your leg broken. Okay. So anything that happened has a cause, has a reason from past. Either you know or you don't know. Okay, karma is inexorable. That means you cannot escape. You reap what you sow. Okay, what you sow, then you reap. There is no one to be blamed. So oftentimes we blame. If you don't know who to blame, we blame our father and mother. Why you give birth to me? Or we blame the government. Or we blame somebody. We have to blame somebody. We have to explain why we are so unhappy. Yeah. But if you understand the theory of karma, there's nobody to be blamed. So this life sometimes feels very heavy, like you are in jail. You're not free. Yeah? It's the result of past karma. Yeah? You carry this weight behind you. Yeah? You want to be free, you want to travel and have a lot of money and enjoy your life and meet with your Prince Charming. And here you are working the job that you don't like, and you live with people that you don't like, and then you make money, but you keep losing money. You don't understand why. What kind of karma is that? You make money, but you keep losing money, and you never have enough money. So some people have the karma like this. Some people never have enough money, and some people, they don't have to do anything. They'll move their little finger and money is poured to them. They're millionaire. Yeah, I know one person like this, millionaire at 19 years old, didn't do anything. Yeah, so that's the result of past karma. So we struggle in life. We want something, it doesn't happen. We don't want, then it's happened. We feel bound in our life, not able to move, to progress. Things are contradicting. We have inner conflict and problems in relationships. We don't feel free. So that's a real situation, okay, in this life, karmic life. But what you need to know is you have the freedom of choice. Yeah, so you are not, it's not a fatalistic idea. Yeah, the idea is you are free. Yeah, but you need to become more aware. Okay, you have the choice if you become aware. When you are aware, you are conscious and connected with your own self. Okay? The thought of the past is there, but the awareness is overcoming the thought and canceling it out. What is it here? That means the tendency of the past is there, the karmic tendency is there, but when you become aware, then you can free yourself from acting according to the past tendency. A negative thought can come, your memory can come, the habitual reactive tendency can come, but you can watch it like a movie. You can be detached. It has nothing to do with the real self. Okay? So what do you remember here? Aware. You need to be aware. You need to see and not react. Okay? That's the way how you work out the karma. So now that you experience a karma, like this person pulling on an arrow, the archer, we experience one karma at a time. Okay? So sometimes you say, all of a sudden, life changed, and then this happened and that happened. Why? Because, that karma is over and another karma comes. And that's how it works. Sometimes a person is very much enjoying their life and all of a sudden, they lose everything and, so different karma. Okay? But it's all coming from the past karma and come from your own action in the past. Okay? So you cannot in one lifetime experience all the past karma. I mean, you cannot shoot all the arrow, and you can shoot a few, yeah, but then say some left for the next time. So because of the theory of karma, then you have this theory of the cycle of samsara. That means the round of birth and death. Yeah, you're born and you go through life and then you die and then you're born, you do some action, you laugh, you cry, and then you die and you're born again. Yeah, so it's kind of like a cycle. Okay, but moksha means liberation. So the word is missing here. Moksha is called liberation. So in some time, yeah, people wake up from that cycle of birth and death, and they will examine their action much more, and they become much more aware because they say, I want to be free. Yeah. So the idea is you want to be free from the karma. It's not just like you want only the good karma to come and you don't want the negative karma. Okay? Because according to the teaching, negative karma, positive karma is all karma. That means what? That means you don't want to be bound, yeah, by a chain. Yeah, let's say if I ask you, you want to have a golden chain, bound by a golden chain, Venugopal, golden chain, or a rusty, steel chain? Which one do you want? Huh? You don't want a golden chain? It's very nice. He says it's beautiful, but it's still a chain. Yeah. So like this. So you don't want to have good karma, run away from bad karma, and then it's not like that. You want to be free. Yeah. So whatever happened, good or bad, is all the same. You want to be free. So that's the difference. Okay. So the wise person understand that. If not, our mind is all the time dreaming. If I win $1 million lottery, then that would be great. Yeah. Then I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So your mind is dreaming like this. Yeah. But the wise person would know if you have the $1 million lottery, doesn't mean that you'll be happy. Yeah. At that time, you'll be worried more. Who's going to steal your money? What you're going to do with it? So you want to be free. So when you're born to experience your desires and to become wise. When you experience this life, you act and react and you create new karma. So that's how the cycle. This new karma will have to be experienced in another lifetime. That is why it is continuously revolving and we are bound in the cycle of karma. Okay? Ha! This is a nice bird. So this to show that you want to be free, like this bird. Karma yoga is that practice of yoga using action in a wise manner so that you can find wisdom in action. Okay? And that is called inaction in action. So how you live your life, acting, thinking, talking, doing things, and yet at the same time, you are not creating new karma. Yeah, you become the observer, the witness, the non-doer. You become free. This is what we want. So now we talk about karma yoga. Okay, so you understand about karma. Now we talk about karma yoga. Okay, so what is karma yoga? What kind of action you do, how you do it, that will free you. It means doing your duty. You have to do your duty, taking responsibility. Whatever you do, you need to do it properly. Okay? Not just because the boss is not there, not looking, and then you don't do a good job. You have to do it because you know by performing of your duty, performance of your duty, you'll be free. Okay? So you practice also forbearance. Forbearance means you cannot just do something and then it's difficult and then you dropped it. So oftentimes that's what you do. Yeah. But you need to do it well. Let's say you wash the dishes, you need to wash your dishes well. Okay. And then you're thinking, oh, I like to teach yoga. They don't give me yoga class to teach, they just give me dishes to wash. I've been washing dishes for 3 months already. When is it going to finish? Yeah. But in karma yoga spirit, you have to just do it with the good spirit and not expecting anything. Yeah. And depending on the karma, it would finish one day. When it finish, it's not your own doing. Yeah, it will finish. But your main thing is you need to do your duty and remember the self at the same time. Okay? And the other point is the motivation needs to be pure. Okay? When you do the action. So this is a very famous story that 2 monks, about to cross the river, and they found a woman that is drowned, is about to be drowned. So then they jump in the river and then save the woman and swim across. So after they put the woman down on the other side, and then they keep walking, and then the monk, the one monk, monk A, yeah, blame the other monk and say, I don't understand, how can you are a monk and you carry a woman on your back? Yeah. And then monk B answered, I left the woman by the riverside, but you are still carrying her. Now, what that means? He's still thinking about it. Okay. So the motivation, the two are jumping in to help the woman, but two different motivation. Yeah. The monk B motivation is pure. He just wants to help. He has no ulterior motive. He dropped the woman down and that's it. And he keep going. The monk A, the motivation is not so pure. Yeah, he does the same action, but he subconsciously somehow is thinking about the woman, want to marry her, and so on. So he still carry her that in his mind. Okay, so motivation need to be pure. When your motivation is pure, when you are doing action, you don't worry about this. Yeah, you just do things, and you are like a child, very joyful, doing things. But if your motivation is not pure, then you'll be scheming, thinking if they like me, not like me, maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to say this in order to get this, and so on. Because you plan the result of your action. The intention needs to be pure. Okay, what that means, have pure intention. I mean, you know that you are the Atman or the self. You don't need to take any action. You don't need anything. Yeah? Your intention is to be free from karma. You don't want anything. Okay, so the great yogis, they think like that. I don't want anything. Yeah, so now the karma is there, I have to take care. The relationship is there, I have to take care. But really, I don't want anything. Okay, so because karma comes from desire. So when you don't have desire in the mind, that will be the best. Okay, so they do their duty because of some past karma that is there. So they do whatever it is, but they are not having, they are not satisfying their desire, and their intention is to be free from karma. So you think I act in this life in order to be free, not out of my desires. You get that? It's very tricky, but you need to practice that whatever you do is not because you like it. Yeah, because if you like something or you dislike something, you create new karma. But if you do it because it happened now, you have to do this, because that's your duty now to do it, and you do it, but you don't have any kind of wanting anything. So Swami Sivananda is a doctor, and he take care of all the sadhu and all the renunciate people in India for free. And you can see here, I put as example, what kind of karma yoga attitude that will free you. Yeah, he feel I am not the doer. Yes, it's the healing power that come through me as a doctor, but it's not me. Okay, the person is healed or not healed. It's not about me. I'm only the instrument. Yeah, I help. I'm an instrument. It's not about me. I'm here to serve. Okay. So some people, they do whatever they do. They say, hey, look at me, how great I am. I did this, I did that. You see? So it's about themselves. So you do your duty, you do the best you can. Okay? And you cannot cure that person. The person has some problem, but you do the best you can. You give something, you give some nice words, you give some medicine, whatever you do. And then you offer the results of the action, good or bad. And what that means? I mean, you are calm and you're peaceful, because you don't want anything. So you offer the result. If the person is cured, fine and good. If the person is not cured, you are not going to suffer. So then you have that attitude toward the karma yoga attitude, to do the best you can and to offer the result. That's the main line in karma yoga. And when you are doing this, you need to see the oneness when you are acting. Okay? There is no job higher or lower in Karma Yoga. Sometimes you teach, sometimes you wash dishes, sometimes you sweep the floor. Yeah, but you do it because you know that somebody has to do it. Yeah, why not you? It's like the 5 fingers here, they work together. Yeah. So this thumb here, he said to this guy, he said, you know, look at me, I'm very useful. I'm involved in all the different activity. And look at you, you are kind of useless. Sometimes maybe you can carry the ring, yeah, but most of the time you just sometimes clean the ear. That's it. So this thumb is looking at this one and thinking, oh, I'm better. You see, but in reality, all the 5 fingers are needed. Okay? So in Karma Yoga like this, sometimes you are jealous and you compare, but you need to see the big picture. Everyone's job is important. The organs of the body also, sometimes the heart is pumping very hard. Yeah, the heart say, I'm working all day long. Even at night, I'm working 24 hours. And you look at the appendix, you're just hanging out there. You're not doing anything. You are useless, you see? So, but all the organs of the body are necessary for the body, okay? So you have to feel that you are the instrument and you're contributing. You're not the boss. You are helping. So the important principle Karma Yoga is you need to act, but you need to let go of result. What that means? That means success or failure is the same. Yeah. If you have the attitude like this, success or failure is the same, then you are progressing in life. Yeah. Most of the time we want success, we don't want failure. Yeah. If we are failing, then you say, oh, you know, I'm very bad, and then I'm so depressed. Yeah. And if you have success, you say, oh, I'm so happy. Yeah. But that will keep you going in the wheel of karma. But the yogi, the karma yogi, change attitude. Success or failure is the same. I do the best I can. I do my duty. I let go of result. Okay, I offer up the success. I offer up the failure. So then at that time you become fearless, because you know you just have to do action selflessly, paying up lots of karmic debts, yeah, but not procrastinating and not be so afraid of action. Most people are very afraid of action. Why? Because they are thinking, oh, you know, people like me or not like me. Is I'm going to be successful, not successful? That's why they are not doing anything. So the Bhagavad Gita said, having made pleasure and pain, gain and loss, victory and defeat the same, engage thou in battle for the sake of battle. Thus thou shalt not incur sin. So basically Krishna said like this, yeah. Make gain and loss, victory or defeat the same. Pleasure and pain the same. Okay? It's very different than our normal way of thinking. So when you do karma yoga, you need to perform action in a selfless manner. Okay? And why the karma yogi work so hard? Yeah. So normally people work very hard because they have some result. They work very hard in order for them to have more name, in order for them to have more money. But now the karma yogi works so hard. Yeah, for what reason? Okay. So I told you my story, how I worked so hard and I'm still, yeah. Why? Because I understood there is so much karma, yeah, that you carry from the past. Yeah. So you cannot just, you are not born in this life to enjoy life. You're born in this life in order for you to learn your lessons. So that's why the karma yogi relentlessly and proactively performs selfless actions. because selfless action creates new karma, new good karma, and has its own positive consequence. Okay, so then you increase your knowledge, called credit, and then you eventually will be free. That's why you want freedom. So selfless action is doing what is needed. Yeah, you can see this picture I found, very nice, of a nurse, take care of a COVID-19. Yeah, they are like angels with wings because, they have to go to work and put themselves in risky situation. Many nurses die, try to serve other people and help save other people and die. So they put themselves in that risky situation and they do their duty. Many nurses, many doctors, they do their duty, and even though it might put them at risk. Okay? So you perform your action, but independent from your likes and dislikes. You always dedicate for something bigger than yourself. You pray when you're doing action to feel that you are the instrument of the divine. Yeah, you don't worry about you. So that is called selflessness. Okay. So this is a whole different chapter. So you understand that inaction in action. Okay. That means even though you are acting, but if you are selfless, if your motivation is pure, if you give up result, and you don't want anything, then you are not acting. I mean, you don't create new karma. Yeah, this is called inaction in action. Okay, you can be very busy, but in fact, you are not doing anything. Okay, and now is a second idea. It's the idea of action in inaction. I mean, you are not doing anything, but in fact, you are doing a lot of action. Okay, so how does it work? So you need to understand the theory of karma, that even though you don't want to act, sometimes you are being pushed to act by your qualities of nature, the forces of nature. If you try to escape an action, yeah, and but your mind will be thinking about it, so you are acting. You get that? Let's say you don't want to do something, yeah, so you try to escape it, but your mind is keep thinking, yeah, so you are acting. So that is called action in inaction. You're sitting there, look like you enjoy your life. In fact, you are thinking, I should do this, I plan this, I do this, I open this, like this. So the idea is, if you do not make an effort to pay your debt, you sink deeper into debt. Okay? You understand? You have debt already. You have to make an effort to pay your debt. If you are just sitting there not paying your debt will become heavier. Yeah. So if you do not make efforts to be wise, you will sink deeper in ignorance. Okay? So you are already ignorant. Yeah. But if you don't make the effort to wake up to be wise, you become more ignorant. Okay? So that's why you have to always make the effort. Sometimes you feel like you make the effort and you go nowhere. Yeah. So some people complain like this. I've been doing karma yoga for 4 years and then I'm not doing anything. I don't get anything. I don't get, any pay. I don't get any recognition, but they are getting actually wiser. So Krishna said, he who restrains the organs of action, sits thinking of the sense objects in mind, he of deluded understanding is called a hypocrite. What that means? You can look like you're meditating and you are not doing anything, but your mind is just scheming, building castles. So you are actually acting plenty. Okay? So You want to be free from the chain of karma. So how do you do this? This is a summary. Okay? You need to be present. Don't just function out of the past. You need to be aware, knowing your intention. You need to remember the self, no matter what's happening. You need to be happy and not reacting, not rejoicing, not lamenting. Okay? Rejoicing means you're happy when you have something, lamenting, crying, complaining when something else is not. So you need to keep calm, equanimous. It means don't run to extreme. Keep doing good action. Okay? And everything is a test of faith. Okay? So keep going and do the best you can. You need to train yourself to be free from your own karmic tendency. That means, you know, your tendency is, everyone has a certain tendency, and you need to train yourself to be free. Yeah, so you need to, in order to do so, you need to slow down. Slow down. Okay? The yoga teach you to slow down. Okay? You keep practicing karma yoga and hatha yoga. Keep devoting to the supreme. Let go of expectation and result. Keep being patient. Everything comes slowly, and keep bearing, yeah, a difficult situation and be detached. So this is a summary of what you need to do. Be vigilant. I mean, don't fall asleep, don't care. This life of suffering is to pay the debts. Yeah? So sometimes you feel, oh, what's the point? I don't gain anything. I keep working, I don't gain anything. Yeah? But really, you are gaining in knowledge. Okay? But when you enjoy your life, you think everything is good, but in fact, you are putting yourself more in debt. But when you're working very hard in your karma, yeah, in fact, you are digging yourself out of debt. Okay? So you are born in order to be conscious and aware. Okay? So how does it work? The karmic bank balance. Loan, you need to know this. She's an accountant here. Yeah, karmic bank balance. Chỗ Anh xin lỗi. Thì Oanh cả là credit debit là cộng trừ nè. Okay. So you need to see. You need to, yeah. Somebody did wrong here. The debit need to be first. Credit after. Okay. So you have debts, and you need to work hard to create credit. Yeah, and then you have more debts. So debit, credit, yeah. You have to come out with less debit than you are progressing. And what is it? Debit and credit, minus or plus. Yeah, plus is when you do selfless action, when you study, when you do introspection, when you do meditation, when you become more aware, then you have credit. Okay? Like you come to the ashram, you sit here listening to this, you have a lot of credit. Okay? Anything that you do that makes you become more wise and wake up from your ignorance is credit. And anything that you do that makes you become more ignorant, you know, and more egoistic, that is more debt. Yeah. So you have to choose your action. In human life, sometimes it's difficult to choose. Yeah, because you do something, you also do something good for somebody, but something also negative result also come at the same time. Mixed action. So that time you do the best you can. Okay, give up result. See the self in all. So this is what you want to see. When you serve somebody, you see the self in them. Okay, so the next chapter. So we talk about what is karma. We talk about what is karma yoga. So now what we're going to talk about, how the other path of yoga will support your life, will support your paying debt. Okay, because your life is paying debt and it's difficult. So how the other yoga practice will support your life. Hatha yoga. Do hatha yoga every day. It supports your life. Okay, it moves the energy, remove the blockages, help to slow down your reaction. Improve your energy, you become happy, confident, and it helps your nervous system to be strengthened, and help your spine to be flexible. So your way of thinking about yourself also is flexible. Yeah, so that you can deal with the karma, because the karma makes you have to change and adjust. Okay? So when you do asanas every day, even though when difficult situation, you need to keep doing, because people when come to difficult situation, they stop. The first thing they stop is yoga. It's wrong. Wrong. It's the opposite. When life is difficult, it's very important to do yoga, because you need a lot of clarity, a lot of help. Okay? So you need a lot of support, because this life is about progressing towards self-realization, about learning. So you need to have a lot of support for your mind not to be stressful, okay, and for you to be able to learn and be awake and learn. So every day is a fresh day. Okay, so sometimes people say, I just did asanas, yoga already, but every day is a different day. So you have, because every day new karma come. Yeah. So you need to keep practicing to be stronger in the present. Pranayama is very important. Yeah. Because the conscious breathing help healing and help working out karma that come from that imbalance of mind. So when you do pranayama, your mind become more balanced. So it helps you to work out karma. It releases the depression, the grief, the sadness, the attachment, and it reduces the stress and the tension. Okay, so pranayama, very important to practice every day. And meditation, also another important to practice every day, because it rejuvenates you. In the process of life, you use a lot of prana, make you feel tired. Yeah, but meditation rejuvenates the cells, gives a break to the nervous system, renews our perspective, and heals the psyche on a deep level. Meditation helps you to practice inaction and action. So how the savasana or the relaxation practice help you? Okay? So you are also learning to relax. Okay? When you release attention, but also what you are doing is you are detaching from the body. Okay? So it helps you to not taking yourself too seriously. Help you to detach. Bhakti yoga means devotion. Yeah, it's like the baby cat relaxing. Yeah. So when you practice prayers, repeating mantra, when you have faith, you have devotion, you self-surrender, you completely relax. and accept the karma, then at that time it helps you to work through the karma. Chanting the sacred sound also help to open the heart and bring in the healing. And the yoga philosophy you need to study. This is to understand life cycle. You baby born and then go up and then die and like this. So old age, disease. Yeah, so you become more detached toward the instrument and you remember yourself. Okay? When you have philosophy, you see this. You see this cycle. You see how it works. Yeah. You see, somebody just there and then whoop, they're gone. And life is a very ephemeral. Yeah. Even though you are a very, very big person, very powerful person, very famous, lots of money, you also can be gone like in a moment. So yoga philosophy will support your karma yoga. Okay? It reminds you that you are the non-actor, you are the immortal self, non-acting, always blissful, helps you to develop detachment. This is Swami Shivananda giving books out. This is a very beautiful photo of a goddess Durga with 1,008 arms. Yeah? So when you become truly selfless and you pay up your karmic debt, then at that time you become the doer of all actions. What that means, yeah, you become part of nature, and nature is doing everything. So the person that performing all actions is the one that knows this truth. What is the truth? The truth is inaction means not doing anything, or action doing something is wrongly attributed to the self. The self is in fact not acting or not enacting. The self is actionless. So that's why I say, he who sees inaction in action and action in inaction is wise among men. He is a yogi and the performer of all actions. When you realize yourself, you become part of all nature, so you are performing all actions. When a yogi is advanced, whatever he thinks will come to pass. He doesn't have to do anything. Yeah? So may the whole world attain peace and harmony. The prayer is a prayer of peace. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnahidashate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasisate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So that's it. We complete. See you again. Once upon a time I was younger. So the ashram, you can fill in application online as a guest or as a TTC, and the upcoming TTC online in August in USA, West Coast, Central USA, in September, time zones for Vietnam, China, Taiwan, Japan, Korea. So this is the link you can click on and then you can get more information. So you can stay at home. If the COVID-19 allowed you to do this, you can stay at home but have a space dedicated for yoga, and you have a teacher following you every day, and then you have all the classes is online, so you can learn philosophy, you can learn also how to teach, how to practice. So it's a 4 weeks dedicated, and then you can become a yoga teacher. So next week on Sunday, then I do Sunday. Then I do a class. Oh, sorry. Sunday. It's a mistake. How to learn from the source of wisdom. So that's the next topic on Sunday. Okay, it's finished. So that's it, I think. So now, anybody has any questions? So remove this. Stop sharing.
Yes.
One person was asking if you will share the PowerPoint with them.
Yeah, you can go to the blog of the yoga farm. Then eventually we will post it there. So you have 69 people here. So how do you like the teaching? You understand it? Anybody has any question? So please ask.
There's one question in the chat.
So when we are acting and performing action with the intention of liberation, it is still action driven by selfish motive to some degree, is it not? But it's absolved because my intention is pure. No, it's not selfish when you are thinking of moksha, because it's your duty, in fact. Self-realization and moksha is your intention when you are born. Everyone is born for that purpose. So when you are acting selflessly just to grow, what that means, it's just for you to purify yourself. You don't want anything in this life. You just want to purify yourself so then you can get back to your own true nature. So that is not selfish, it's your duty. Okay, so some people say thank you. If I do things too actively, it makes me exhausted. How to mediate the situation? Because when you do things and you have the sense of doership, you know, the ego is there, the sense of doership, so it makes you exhausted. Okay, but if you are able to be the channel, you bring the energy through you and you do whatever you need to do, and then you don't have the sense of, you know, I'm doing this to gain this and to gain that, then you will be less tired. Okay, so some people are thank you from Brazil. Bharati. So any other question? It's
There's one question here in the Facebook. You ready?
yeah.
What if in our quest for self-realization, we need to detach from family and in the course cause hurt to their feelings?
You have to do the best you can. So that's exactly the question. Yeah. So this or that, you have to do the best you can and you give up result. I mean, you let go. Okay. The best you can means sometimes you feel like you are following your soul, and then your karma is resisting. Yeah. So you do the best you can. I mean, you still have to serve, and then you still have to serve also yourself, because serving others and serving yourself is the same. Yeah, because it's your own self. Yeah, so you have to get to that point. Sometimes you are not there yet. So you have to try, you have to try, you have to try, you have to be patient. Because if you jump, then you hurt somebody, then it's not good. Yeah. But if you don't do something to progress, to move out of that karma, also is not good. So you have to do the best you can. Is it karma yoga that I'm good at this and bad at that? Well, you can say that I'm good at this and I'm not good at this. Yeah. But when you say like this, you have to have the awareness and the recognition that it is just your instrument. Yeah. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you that is good. It's not you that are bad. You see? If you say, I'm good at this, I'm bad at this, you create new karma to yourself. Okay? So that's the whole point, is not to think like that. The whole point is to be detached from that and feel that I am I'm the only the instrument. Yeah. If you say, Mother Teresa, you are very good. Mother Teresa, you are very good. What she say? She said, Jesus is making me doing this. Yeah. And she's very good because she's a little lady and she does a lot. You know, how can she do something like that? Yeah. So, but she does it selflessly. She doesn't think, oh, because I'm very good, so I'm doing this. Yeah. So good or bad is creating the karma, in fact. So you need to remove that idea that I'm good or I'm bad. Even if you are good, but you recognize it, that this mind, yeah, this personality, this habit is good at it, but still it is at the service. Okay? And if you are not so good, it's fine and good. Yeah, you do the best you can. You see that?
There's one question in the Facebook again.
Om Shanti. Cảm ơn.
You ready?
Yeah.
She asked, last week, every time she finishes yoga practice, she felt angry and sad. So for that reason, she didn't practice for the rest of the week. And then she felt better. Do you think it's part of her cleaning that you talked about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you are aware of something, and then you feel more feeling. Yeah. But she needs to take this as opportunity to dive deeper into her feeling of being angry and sad. Yeah, she needs to know why she's angry, why she's sad. But reacting by not doing yoga anymore so that she doesn't have to confront this feeling of angry and sad is not necessarily a good idea. She can take a little break. Yeah. Sometimes the feeling is too strong that you cannot deal with. You can take a little break, but she needs to really relax, breathe and relax, yeah, and being grateful, and use this as an opportunity in order to go deeper into her feeling. And then she has to do what she needs to do, you see. So there's a lot of things going on in the world, and we feel very affected. And sometimes we think that we have to do something for it. And sometimes you feel that you cannot do anything, things are not going to change, and you feel very desperate. Yeah. And so that's why you feel angry and sad. Yeah. But still, you know that you are doing your best, and then there is something that maybe that you can do. Yeah. And in yoga it is said, if you practice your yoga sadhana, if you raise your consciousness yourself, yeah, just by the fact that you are raising your consciousness yourself, in fact you are helping the world. Okay. So somebody say, very often we don't realize why we are feeling, oh, I didn't read yet and it's moved this way or that way. Oh, wait. Very often time we don't realize why we were feeling what we are feeling and react. In hindsight, we understand perhaps why we reacted, felt that way, but the karma has already been created. So how do we avoid this? because reaching a point where we are witness, we don't react, takes time and sadhana. That's correct. So that's why it is advisable that you do yoga every day, meditation every day, so you slow down. Okay, karma is very confusing. It's very fast. Yeah, it pushes you to do action, and then you regret it after. But you need to really slow down. Practice very seriously, and then eventually you become very good because you are more purified. Your mind become very sharp, and your inner voice become very clear. Then at that time you can deal with things much quicker. Yeah, but in the beginning, you need to take time. You need to take time. Because once you understand that you don't want to create new karma, and you end up all the time creating new karma, so then at that time you need to make the choice to slow down. So she said, what do we do in the interim? The time where we are becoming to avoid creating more negative karma. I just said, you need to do more sadhana. You need to take the time to do more sadhana. If you really, really very serious about it, really, really understanding how you cannot be free from this karma, yeah, and you have to take yourself much more seriously, yeah, and you don't want to chase after your tail, you don't want to revisit again the same suffering, you want to be free from it, then you need to take the time. Okay? Anybody else question?
There's one in Chinese, but I translated it on Google Translate, but it doesn't make sense. It says, does the partner's karma have to be separated until it ends?
I don't understand this.
Yeah, you need someone, in, maybe Kumari can type it out. I put it in her chat.
Can you type the question, please?
Okay. I think that's it, Swamiji.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much, everybody. Yeah. Thank you for your attention. Thank you to all the interpreter to be there. It's not easy. And I hope that, you know, that you get something out of this. And if you have any question, then you can write to us, write to me. I'll be happy to answer. It's the most difficult topic. Karma is the most difficult topic. Okay? So take time, think about this, and then, you know, may the whole world attain peace and harmony and health. So we pray for the health of many people in this world now, suffering from this pandemic. And, you know, there's a lot of suffering that comes, not just only the health, but also the life. So we go through the intense purification, the whole world. So it's also an opportunity for redemption or an opportunity to become stronger, to become clearer, to slow down, to think. And so we pray for all of you. Om Trayambakam Jamahe Sugam Nipustivananam Urvao Kamiva Bandanat Michu Mukshiamamritan Om Trayambakam Jamahe Sugam Nipustivananam Urvao Kamiva Bandanan Michu Mukshiamamritan Om Shanti 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 Om peace 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 Om Bolo Satguru Shri Shivananda Maharaj Ki Jai Om Bolo Shri Vishnu Devananda Maharaj Ki Jai Hare Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much.